And we're going.
Oh yeah, the
What was
podcast.
the episode 2?
That podcast that we said we were gonna do every week, and we haven't done it over a month.
And this is month 2. Maybe it's just a
Once
once
a
a month
month.
thing. No, it shouldn't be. If we actually wanted to go somewhere, I'm just a lazy piece of shit.
I feel like we both canceled. Like
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Once I get the momentum on actually uploading, but no one
yeah,
cares
that's
about
true.
that. What really matters today is that I get home from work and we go down to the laundry room
Oh,
and you bring
man.
our key down
we really
there.
are gonna start off. the
We're going to
episode
start off with
this.
this. And the key that lets us into the laundry room
Uh-huh.
was left
Yeah.
by you
Well,
on the table.
here's the thing.
And then you acted like you didn't just leave it in there and then proceeded to look for it in your wallet as if that
For
was
like
going to
5
make it
minutes.
appear.
Well,
Yeah, and we had to hang on. We had to knock on our neighbor's door, who we don't know. We've just met them in passing
we've held the
and
door
said,
open.
"Hey, sorry, we're retarded."
Yeah.
I just really hope that it looks like we're gay.
I mean, I
them.
think that we were giving out some pretty gay vibes, especially because
Especially
we
you.
were literally saying the exact same things to them. We were like, "Hey," so we and then we like said at the same time and like looked at each other like it was really
We locked
horrible.
eyes and we had this really sentimental moment.
The only thing that I don't understand is that you saw the key there. Like you were like telling me after I already closed the door, "Oh yeah, there was a key on the table."
Yeah.
Why the fuck didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you grab the key or say something before I closed the door?
Part of me thought, no, that couldn't be our key. And I just thought, oh look, some idiot left their key on the table. And it was
Yeah.
fucking ours. I was like, oh, okay, well,
I told you that we should have kept the keys on like the little thing, but you took both of them off of my keys. And
get
then
the
put them
fuck
in
out of here.
drawer.
You took both of them off separately. I don't even want to hear that shit.
So anyway,
What were you saying about
legendary jug, right? Right.
Yeah,
That's what
something
you're
about
saying?
legendary.
So, because I was making fun of Raven, or I was more so in awe that he had one of our yearbooks from our senior
oh
year.
yeah.
And I was thinking that a pretty good idea. Because how much, do you know how much one of those was? Isn't it like $40 or something?
Yeah, it's something retarded.
It would have been a
and I was saying, give a little recap. I was
Okay,
saying
yeah,
that
yeah.
I've never bought a yearbook except for my senior year because my friend's parents bought it for me because they're like, you need a yearbook of the senior year. And I was like, okay, whatever. But my mom's excuse was always that why would she spend money on pictures of other people's kids? And I was like, you know what? That's fair. But
yeah, that's yeah.
did your mom ever buy your pictures from school?
I remember I had
How did that go? Because
I-
I always got mine every year because my grandma wanted them. So I think my mom was such a bum
yeah.
that like my grandma would pay her for my pictures, so that way it was guaranteed that I would get fucking pictures from school.
Yeah, I feel like I had like one yearbook and it was from like elementary school or whatever, and then like they
Before you
would-
got raped, or after?
I want to say that the one that I did have. No, I definitely had one for the 6th grade. I
I
don't
gotta
ha-
see that picture.
I don't have it anymore though. Like, you know, I was on the phone with Kobe and he was mad that I didn't have his shitty fucking holographic Breaking Bad
Breaking
picture that he
Bad
bought
thing.
me for Amazon or from
Oh,
Amazon.
I remember
You
that.
remember that in my old
I do
crib?
remember though.
That's what he
Yeah.
was talking about. And I
That's
was
what
like,
it-
dude, you think I fucking held on to that?
I thought he was talking about like a collectible thing. I didn't realize
No.
the fucking where's that? The trash?
Everything, like all these fucking things have been like lost, dude. I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I had that one. That shit would be hilarious.
Do the Breaking Bad. Throw that up here.
No, I'm talking about my yearbook. But also
Oh
Breaking
yeah,
Bad.
yeah. I'm gonna
Jesse.
print out.
Jesse,
I'm gay.
it's time to come.
Jesse, I'm fucking gay. What were you saying? The joke, fucking jug. I don't.
Oh,
Chug
yeah,
jug.
yeah. I think it would have been a pretty good play to just like get one yearbook and then just photocopy all of the pages and just make a makeshift yearbook and just sell it at like half the price to all the poor kids.
On the low, yeah.
Just sell like
that'd be
$20
good.
yearbooks that I just
That'd be
made.
good. Like bootleg. Oh, that'd be.
That should actually would be a pretty solid idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I don't know. You'd have to do a poll of like how many people actually buy that shit. Because I know they always made you feel left out whenever everyone was sign my yearbook, and I
yeah.
never had a yearbook.
And you just
because-
be like, I'm too poor.
yeah, I'm literally too poor. My
Just,
mom will
like,
not buy
sign
this
my
because
notebook.
this is for groceries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign my fucking hand or something.
Yeah, sign my cast.
Yeah, sign
You
my
ever
cast.
have a cast?
Uh-huh.
And people signed it?
Yeah.
I've
You
never
like that
I've
shit?
never
I thought you were gonna call me gay.
I've never broken a bone. So I've never had one.
Because you're soft.
Because I'm a
'Cause you're
soft
weak.
liberal
No,
sissy
did I ever?
boy.
Do you know how I broke my arm when I was in first grade?
No,
No.
I didn't never even knew you did that.
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
I was retarded. No, you weren't.
I wasn't there.
You were 5 years away from being raped.
Yeah, I
In
was.
first
I was
grade.
on the come up.
Yeah. No, when I was in first grade, there was like there was this thing that people would do on the playground, which was do a flip over these bars.
Oh, that's sick.
And so I'm too retarded and not coordinated to do it.
I can see that.
So there was like this little bar that basically allowed you to hold onto it like on your stomach and do a flip. So I did a flip over the one side, landed on my feet with like my arms above my head on the bar, and I was like, cool, I flipped over this, everything was fine.
Nice.
And I had like really bad OCD when I was younger, so I was like, I need to do this on the other side of the thing.
Oh god.
So I did it.
You might have autism actually. I don't know if that's OCD.
No, I have OCD.
Uh-huh.
But
Just that.
and I'm just a little retarded.
Yeah.
But so I did it on the other side, and I let go when I was upside down, and instead of landing on my head and probably honestly breaking my neck, I pushed my hands out and broke my one arm.
Wow.
I broke both the bones in my forearm, like the lower arm.
Yeah.
They were both out of line, so that I had to have surgery, and they put me to sleep, and they reset them and put them back together.
Oh wow.
So I had like,
Do you have like any plates or anything?
no.
No.
I it was in first grade, so I think I was so
Huh.
young that like it healed. But yeah, I was really lucky that I like didn't have a fucked up arm.
That's crazy.
Because my wrist, when I fucked it up snowboarding, they were like, we could do exploratory surgery and blah blah, and if like a tendon's misattached and like that's why you're having this wrist pain. The problem is if we attach it to your wrist bones and you keep growing, your arm could grow crooked.
Blah,
And I
blah,
was
blah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't want this, but like my wrist hurts. But no, long story short, I had like 2 casts from that. I had a fucking
Damn, double cast.
double cast up, brother.
Damn.
I remember my
That's
mom's shitty boyfriend at the time, one of many.
All of them.
All of them, all at once.
Every single
Sign
one
my
of them.
cast. No,
That would
the
be
the
fucked.
one that would be pretty funny. My dad was alive back then, so he was flying up to sign my cast.
The goat.
Yeah. So the one drew flames on my fist. I don't know why I remember that, but it was cool. Like it was almost like
Probably
Chester's.
because it was dope as fuck.
Right. It was like that white trash like fire like reminds me of like Chester Bennington's arm tattoos. He has like that shitty flame. You ever see that on his forearm?
No.
No, he's not on my wall. I just have other.
You
men on
have
my
you
wall.
have about 12 dudes on your wall, so
Don't make it, Lane Staley, Kurt Cobain. There's a naked woman with their tits out.
yeah, that cancels everything out. I was actually
Yeah,
counting
knock
them before
loose.
we started.
What? How many men I have on my wall?
Yeah, I think it's like 12.
Look behind you. No,
Yeah.
right behind you. More men.
Yeah, I guess I didn't count the pops.
Yeah, you never
But yeah.
seen speaking of Chester, did you hear the new Linkin Park song?
I listened to it and it was soft as fuck, and I was like, I don't really
it's
care.
it's his like later stuff. It's not like Lost and stuff was recording off like the first album, like when he was doing this heavier screams.
Yeah.
Then as it goes on, like
he became more of a sissy boy.
honestly, pretty much like he wasn't screaming as much, so it was like softer stuff. Then later on in his life, he did like an Adele cover, so he's like actually singing. So that's why
That's actually
that's
kind
the-
of
the
okay,
fires.
Yeah.
But I liked it because it was like, I mean,
That'd be sick
was
if
cool.
like he did like a cover of like Set Fire to the Rain.
what did he
That'd
do?
be pretty cool
Hang on,
actually.
I gotta look it up.
I would like
I forget
that.
exactly what he covered.
Yeah. I recently rewatched La La Land with my bitch.
Never
And,
seen it. I know it
you've
got an
never
award.
seen that?
With
You should really watch that.
what Ryan Gosling
Bitches
and Emma.
love that shit. If you watch that with Megan, she would probably like. I don't know. I think that would be a good.
She'd
time.
actually come. No,
She might actually come.
she might come for the first time.
Right, that movie is like really a testament
look
to
it
like
up.
how awesome Ryan Gosling is, because he like sings in it. And, like I think he actually like plays the piano and does like choreographed dance and shit. And he's just like the man. Like he's just like the coolest person ever.
Oh, he did Rolling in the Deep.
Oh, that's actually sick, dude. I have to listen to that after this.
Yeah, from what I remember, it was pretty good. If I could.
Damn.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Rolling in the Deep, and that's like I said, like later on. I think when he
Yeah.
was like more 40. I forget how old he was when he died.
I tried.
But no, Ryan Gosling singing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even. It's pretty much just him, kind of like man singing. Like he's not really trying. Like he's not like singing his heart out or anything. But like it's pretty. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. I tried to put my my doctors onto that mold shit doma shit. That shit that
yeah.
I played it for one of them yesterday, and he was like, "I don't get it." And I was like, "It's more of like a vibe thing since it's all like Belarusian, but." It's really good.
It's more for like the atmosphere that
For
like
sure.
you got to be driving like a shitty early 2000s BMW, like all those
While
fucking
it's,
like
like, raining.
Arabians and like while it's raining, like the checks and everything.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love fucking clicking some like the overseas Snapchat stories, and it's just them like
Oh, yeah,
driving and
yeah,
like
yeah.
playing music in the background, and like the fucking patient that I had that was she spoke Moroccan and her son would come in all the time. Same thing. Like if her son wasn't in the room to translate, she would FaceTime him, and he's just in the car with music playing, and we're
Just
trying to fucking do
blasting.
therapy. Yeah,
He's like drifting.
and he goes, yeah, yeah. Well, it was the one day that I was in there, and he goes, oh, the physical therapy. Oh, he goes,
Nice.
sorry, I'm going through car wash, and like it's just him on FaceTime, and it's just lights. Like it looks like he's in a fucking club. It was so
That's
funny.
So sick.
I had to like keep it together, but it was fucking hilarious.
That's awesome. Can I think I told you about the one patient, but can I tell you like the full story? Because I know that day I was like really wiped, and I don't think I told you like the full extent. The one with the Rocket League tattoo. Did I tell you about this man?
You told me a little bit about it, but
Can
you
I
were
tell
pretty
you-
you were pretty tired. Please tell.
This is like
Because the Rocket
it's
League
so
tattoo, if
funny,
that doesn't
dude.
set it up,
It's
I
so
don't.
funny.
It's pretty fucking funny.
So he's like 28, and he's like Asian or whatever. And I had looked at
You
his.
said it was so much stank. You were like Asian or whatever. Right?
Yeah, the assistant was like, yeah, I did his consult, and he was like talking about all the weed he smokes. So I looked at his ID, and I was like, you're talking about this fucking guy? He like
This loser?
he looks like me, but if I was 28 and like even skinnier, Asian, and like just
That's
like
crazy because you're built like a twink.
yeah, just like worse looking, like all around. And his name is William, and William comes in.
He's Asian. His name is William.
I swear, I think he's adopted. Like I think they just like changed his shit from like Chun-Li to William or whatever.
Chumley, the fat guy from
What is Chun-Li? Is that
Pawn Stars?
that's Chun-Li? I'm talking about Chun-Li. I think.
Oh,
I think
you
that's
said
Street
Chung. I
Fighter.
think you said oh, my bad.
But fucking, he comes in and I'm like setting the EKGs up on him, and I see the Rocket League tattoo. And initially, you know, I'm like, oh, nice, you got a tattoo there. Because I don't know, I was in a talkative mood this morning, I
Yeah,
guess.
sometimes. Oh, real quick,
Most of
I
the
gotta
time
tell.
don't talk to
I
him.
gotta tell you when you said you messed with the person like after the surgery and
Oh,
they got
yeah,
up and you
that's
said, "Oh, are you
so
sturdy?"
funny.
Oh, well, him, but you said, "Oh, are you sturdy?"
yeah.
I did that to someone standing up because we're always like, "Oh, are you lightheaded or dizzy?" before we like start walking.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Do you feel sturdy?"
Do you feel
Do
sturdy?
you feel sturdy?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, you have a tattoo, and I have to like, cause it's on the. I was putting the like left collar one on or whatever, so I had to pull his shirt down more, and I was like, oh wow, that's a Rocket League tattoo, and he was like, yeah, man, I played Rocket League, blah blah. So I'm like kind of just kicking shit with him for a second, cause I'm a pretty long term Rocket League player. I'm kind of like a vet. He's got it to a better rank than I ever have in my whole life, but he's also Asian.
He's Asian, so
It does, like, what do you really want from me? And you know, we do the surgery, and he's like, he for real, like, I thought that he was having a laryngospasm during the middle of it because he's just coughing so much.
He's like geeking.
He's fucking tweaking, but it was just because he like vapes and shit or whatever. So then he wakes
Does
up.
that happen with smokers or just vaping?
Dude, the vaping shit, like, he showed me. I've seen people that are like, I smoke fucking a pack a day, and
like
we
all-
sedate them and shit, like, they cough. This vaping shit for real is so bad for you. Like, I have never seen anybody react like his
I wonder what happened to
his-
me when I went under.
well, he's 28
had-
and he
more-
smokes weed, so like I feel like he's probably been like doing it and is like heavier.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I've never seen anybody's airway so reactive in my life. Like, we fucking push the meds, and about 10 seconds later, he's coughing so hard that I need to physically hold him down in the chair because his body is jolting so much from the cough.
And if you didn't hold him down, he would die.
Well, no, not that he would die, but
Oh.
he was just like coming out of the chair,
He
basically.
was coming.
He was coming. And I was like, dude, this is so bad. And they were saying, like, yeah, like, we don't have enough data on this shit. But, like, because the whole thing with, like, smoking is that, like, you know, there's, like, extra fluid. There's mucus in your lungs that they're, like, stiffer. But, like, the vaping shit is, like, what smoking does to you for real times, like, 5. Like, that shit is, like, so bad for you. And I was like, fuck, because I'm literally hitting the enjoy right now.
Yeah.
And we get done the surgery and shit. It was a clusterfuck. And he like opens his eyes or whatever, and I'm like, William.
Squinting.
Yeah, he's like as much as he can.
Yeah.
And he's like waking up, and I'm like, William, wake up, buddy, wake up. And he looks at me, and I'm like, we didn't think you were gonna make it through that one, bud. And I had 2 assistants in the room with me, and they were like, Brody, I'm just gonna say it. They were like, Brody, don't say that. And I was like, it's just a joke, because they're just like such buzzkills and shit. I'm like, it's like 9 in the morning. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then he like is like coming out of sedation. He's like saying all this crazy ass shit to us. We bring his parents back. They're both white, so I think that he's like adopted or whatever, like
Right.
something weird. And then I'm trying to explain the home care and shit, and then fucking this kid just goes, he's like, he has gauze in his mouth. He's like, did I say any racial slurs when I woke up? And I was like, everybody was like, what? But I knew what he said.
Yeah.
Because like I talk to people with gauze in their mouth all the time.
Yeah.
And he's just like, did I say any racial slurs? And I just said, you didn't say any racial slurs, bud. You're all good. And he was like, woo! And then his parents are just like, he's like this all the time. Like, this is not like him doing anything. This is just how he is, like every day. And I was like, so, because I'm pretty sure
They
like
thought they were gonna adopt an Asian, like
yeah,
retired,
like he'd be
an
like
Asian male.
he's gonna be like a mathematicien
yeah,
or
a
whatever,
doctor or something.
Yeah,
He's just a fucking loser,
He's
like the
just-
rest of the white guys in the
yeah,
world.
he's just like this like nerdy incel like faggot
Yeah,
that has a Rocket League tattoo. Like worst case scenario. Yeah.
And he's not even like a cool Asian. Like, you know how like part of their culture is smoking?
Yeah.
He's just vaping.
He's just vaping. I should have asked him what he vapes on, but I didn't.
Nah, yeah.
That shit would have been pretty funny though.
Yeah, you'd be like, yo, what are you smoking?
I should have just had him
fucking-
hit the Nick
Yo, you
straight out
got
of
that.
straight out of he goes from he just goes
God
from
damn it.
fucking stage 3 to stage 1 sedation, and then I just hit him with the enjoy. Yeah,
I gotta edit that one out, buddy.
it's fine.
Oh well.
You should
Um,
really just send these to me, and I'll just edit them out because they would get done faster at this fucking point.
Yeah,
At-
I gotta find the first one. Now I can keep up with it and just take a picture every time. But
Yeah,
nah,
At
fuck
the
it.
point that we have been recording this, Raven has still not uploaded the first episode. We're
No, I'm
just
a lazy
sitting
piece of
on
shit.
these recordings.
Well, now
right
because I was looking up like how to upload it, there's like I'm getting ads on YouTube, and it's like I edited my podcast in 10 minutes and uploaded it through blah 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 blah, and I was like, I guarantee you, if I click on this, it's gonna be like fucking $50 a month or something.
I really do feel like it would just be easier to just put it on YouTube. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I mean, we can. I'll throw it up on YouTube. I'll throw it on Spotify. I don't think
'Cause
Apple Music would allow
I'm
this.
pretty sure that you like when you go to upload something on YouTube, you just attach the file, and then it just takes however long to upload, and then it's just there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely we could start with that and then just figure out the fucking rest, but just to get it out there. You know what's funny, though? It just popped into my head. Joe Rogan's podcast is back on Apple Music, you saw?
I saw something about that. Yeah.
The best part is I don't think fucking Dinger has... He's an Android, so I don't think he has access to Apple Music. I
Oh,
wonder what
that's
he's
true.
doing. I wonder, because I don't think the full Joe Rogan shit is on YouTube. There's only clips. I don't think you can ever find unless
Yeah.
it's like I don't know.
I don't know if
I don't watch Joe Rogan like that because it's fucking retarded. But
Yeah, I don't know if the new deal incorporates YouTube or if it's just
I
Apple
did
Music.
8 ice baths this morning. I did these cold plunges. And my balls are so small now.
Fuck, marry, kill. Me, Joe Rogan, and your mom.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm
to
gonna
make
fuck
it easy
Joe
for
Rogan.
you, if it was reversed and it was you, your mom, and Joe Rogan, I would have sex with your mom and marry
Right.
Joe Rogan and kill you.
Right.
That's what I would do.
Well, fuck you because I'm gonna have sex with Joe Rogan and make him the bottom.
Wait, so fuck me, but you're also just gonna have sex with Joe?
No, I was just saying, hey, fuck you for killing me.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna marry you, kill my mother, and then have sex with Joe Rogan because it'd be really funny to have him in a full split.
That's he can do it. We know he
I
can do
know,
it.
and like make him the bottom, even though he's like the macho man.
Yeah.
I'm not even gay like that, but
Just to kind of do it.
just to do it.
Yeah.
If that's the only option I have, because I'm not marrying my mother and I'm not having sex with her.
Oh, did I ever just like another philosophical question? Did I ever pose the conundrum that involves your father and your mother? This is not like an original, but Esau really likes it when I bring this up.
Wait, you brought this up separately to them?
I brought this up
About
to
me.
Esau. No. I brought this up to Esau. So the whole
With his mom.
it's kind of like Schrodinger's box, right?
Okay.
It's not really like that, but it's like so.
Schrodinger's cat,
So
I'm
you're
thinking
in
with
the so you're in the middle of your mom and your dad, right?
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Would you rather
yeah.
be having your dad behind you or your mom in front?
Yeah, and you gotta either pull back or pull front.
I'm pulling back because a little urn in my ass with my dad's ashes is better than having sex with my mother who is alive.
I wish I could
currently.
have sex with your mom.
I wish I could. Yo, you're fucking aunt. Both of them. Those genes are crazy.
Would you have a threesome orgy with my mom and my aunt?
I don't know. How
Would
that
you
go
fuck
down.
my mom and my aunt while being with your girlfriend right now?
No, I wouldn't.
You want to do that?
Mm-mm.
Is there any circumstance where you would cheat on your girlfriend?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Fuck no. I love my
Wow.
girlfriend so much. I'm obsessed with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's not a single woman on this planet that
Not
you
a
would.
single one.
Really?
Wow.
That's quite
That's
the commitment.
that's how I'm living. I've never been
That's
more
insane.
committed to anyone.
Wow.
Not that I've cheated before, but never have been all in like
That's
I have
insane.
currently.
That's insane to me.
hmm
Wow.
The past 2 years being like wanting the same person.
So
And if you badger them enough and you get them you get them to leave their terrible ex and you
So-
show up to the house, you too can find true love.
so just based off of your beliefs right now,
Mm-hmm.
would you say that your girlfriend to you in your mind is the most attractive woman on the planet, or can you agree that there are more attractive women, or are you so into your girlfriend
I'm
that
so into her
that you think that she genuinely is the most
is the
beautiful
most
person?
attractive, yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's insane.
I've never been with someone that has made everyone else like ugly to
That's
me.
so
Like I don't
crazy.
even, because like before in relationships I've been in, like obviously I would acknowledge, be like, oh, like this person, whatever, and like just kind of like checking them out.
I
But,
feel like you're totally capping because we've definitely talked about other bitches and you've been like, yeah, they're bad.
no.
Why are you just saying this in case she listens to this?
No.
This is so bullshit.
But
dude.
like with her, I've never cared once to look at another woman in public or anything like that.
have you not masturbated to pornography since you've been with this woman?
If she listens to this, she's gonna be fucking pissed because she doesn't like me watching porn.
So you have.
I have. Okay.
So
All right. Fuck. You
can't-
got me there then.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Another Schrodinger's cat.
I'm just saying. That's
What
so
about
crazy.
you? Would you ever cheat on your girlfriend?
I don't think that I would. I definitely wouldn't, just based off of. I think it's more so the principle. Listen, we both. Listen, I'm not talking about this. Right now.
I'm not
All I'm
saying anything.
Is that, you know,
Yeah.
if we ever, come together with the official title of we are in a relationship, then no, I wouldn't. Because
Wait, so are you still technically not in a relationship with her?
no, I'm technically not with her.
Huh.
I just go over and have sex with her and like hang out and stuff.
Interesting. What would it take for you to be with her? To be together with her? To
I
her
don't
to have
know.
a
I guess
car?
like we've talked
license?
about it. Yeah, hopefully this is still. Yeah, it is. We've talked about it, but I don't know. I feel like there's a difference between like what it takes for me to be with her again and for me to be happy, because I can, not to say that if we were together tomorrow I wouldn't be happy, but I would eventually like to be to a place where I am completely happy, right? Which would involve her getting a car and getting a job. Those are
Is
two
she
things.
still doing school?
Yeah, but she graduates. That's like what I was. She graduates in like 2 or 3 months, and I was like, well, what the fuck does that matter if you don't have a car to get to your job that you went to school to get?
What's she going to school for?
Marketing.
Yeah, that's gonna be successful.
We've talked about this. We talked about this like last episode.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't remember.
So yeah, I don't know. I just live everything day by day. You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel that. I
I've
never thought like I don't know, like honestly, like I enjoy my job a lot and I enjoy going to it, but then like getting off, going to the gym, and then coming back here, I'm just like, fuck, man, I don't want to do anything. Like it's just so crazy to me that like in school, like I'd wake up probably I guess around the same time, like 6:30, something like that, get to school even earlier by like 7:30 or whatever, and then do the full day, work, do all that fucking homework, and then do it all again. And I was like, now I'm getting paid for something I enjoy, waking up at the same time, getting off a little bit later, but not having to like do homework and shit. And I'm still like, holy fuck, dude, I don't want to do anything besides like watch a show or like do whatever.
I feel like a lot of it is like well, like I feel like both of our jobs are kind of like mentally intensive. Like they're not really like a physical thing, even though like we're standing all day, but like just having the burden of like being responsible for like patients and shit.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like that does kind of like weigh on you a little bit, and it's also like the mental exhaustion of being like, I really have to do this every day or else I can't pay my bills.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that.
no,
I feel like
yeah.
both of those things kind of combined like subconsciously weigh on you more than you think.
Speaking of that, send me $16
oh yeah.
before you forget.
Oh yeah, I would totally forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally think that's part of it because I told you the fucking one guy I had I was working with him and he started to fade out. Took his blood pressure and it was fucking 60 over like 31. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like that's that shit that be fucking.
I was like, I literally like, I was like, okay, got other people, got him in a fucking on the litter and got him back to his room. But I was like, fucking Christ, man. Like I was just like, I don't know. Yeah, that and, but yeah, I would definitely say, 16. I would definitely say it's probably more the mental than it is physical because, like, yeah, I have to lift up some fat people sometimes and, like, my back hurts occasionally.
Yeah.
And, like, being on my feet, like, my fucked up feet do hurt some days. Most days, really. But
that's really your fault.
Yeah, I need fucking better feet.
I have a pretty good idea of the amount of money that you make, and you can totally afford to get custom insoles.
But that
totally
goes
can.
back to the I just don't want to spend my time after work doing that. Like, so it's just kind of like I don't know.
Even just getting like Dr. Scholl's, don't you? Don't you have
they're fucking somewhere in here. I don't know where they are. They're in my room somewhere.
Mm.
Like I had inserts for my work boots, but then now they're not in. Like when we moved, I don't even know where they're at. I have like Dr. Scholl's like cushion ones, which might help, but it wouldn't solve the fact that my fucking bone is sinking.
That's true. We're about halfway through the episode here, so I'm actually going to go grab my weed pen, and we're going to finish her out while I'm a bit high. So
that's good. That's good.
Just kind of serenade the people for a couple of seconds.
Oh Jesus! Start breathing super heavy into the mic. I found out that I was telling Brody when I got back from work. I found out that one of the patients I worked with, who's been in the hospital for like a month or two, he was hit by a car and basically, bless you, basically left for dead on the side of the road. It was actually pretty crazy because it said in the notes that like he was picked up and when they found him, he was like up against a telephone pole, and throughout like his stay, he was trying to piece together the events that happened and like see if he could get the car. And I'm just like, dude, that's not gonna work because it was like a hit and run. But basically, like, fucked up his leg, his lungs collapsed, all this shit. Yeah, and so like I finally was able to say he was good to go home because he could perform going up the steps with basically no help, all that shit. And I'm just like, damn, like, where did this event take place? I was like, around here, like, where's there a field with the pole? Because the guy was drunk and then had fentanyl and benzos in his system. Look up the like where he was at, like address wise, like just where he lives to see if like the area, and turns out he lives 2 buildings down in the same apartment complex
right
as us.
next to us.
So he's literally like I can see his building. It's like the leasing office. Like when I put in the address, it was fucking it already said that I had gone to this place, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And yeah, it turns out he's 2 buildings down. So wonder how he's doing now because he
Probably not
basically
good.
probably not good. Kicked out of the hospital. Yeah, it was fucking weird though. Like imagining he's 28 years old.
Oh, I
living-
didn't know that. Jesus.
Yeah, 28 years old, drunk, fentanyl, benzos, living with his parents. And I'm like, so, can you, like, do you have help at home? Like, can someone help you up the steps? Even just having a hand on you? Because I'm not providing any assistance, but I just have a hand on you just in case. And he goes, well, my mom's sick and my dad takes care of my mom. And I'm just like, that's not the point. You getting up into your apartment, can someone walk you upstairs? Like,
Yeah.
it's not that hard. But yeah, so his fucking mom is sick, dad takes care of the mom, and now they got the fucking son
Jesus.
that's all like limpy and yeah.
It's a fucked up
But he's been
sitch.
like trying to fucking be in the hospital for longer, and he's just like, oh, I don't know if I can go back home because my leg hurts. And I was like, well, no shit, dude, you were hit by a car. Your leg isn't gonna be 100% when you leave the hospital.
Yeah. But yeah, I back to what we were saying before I left. Kind of, I don't know, man. Like, as far as the taxing and everything, like I really do enjoy my job and everything, but I have noticed that recently I have been kind of going in that bitch, just like doing my job, but I'm just totally like, if I get fired today, like I just like don't give a fuck. like even just like with me,
You should change that so we can pay rent
with
still.
me just saying that to that one guy, or like I was in the OR a couple of days ago, and like I was like transferring the lady from the chair into the wheelchair or whatever, and something had happened, and like my manager was like right there, and like mad assistants, the CRNA was there, and I like brought her into the chair, and somebody said something, and I was like concerning her, and I was just like, yeah, like whatever happens. Like,
Jesus fucking
you know
Christ.
what I mean?
Keep your job, please.
And I was just like,
Or suck dick on the street
at
for
the end
money.
at the end of it, I was like, it's just a joke. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty confident that I could like do something else. Like I think if I lose my job, like it's not like, oh, we're fucked. You know what I mean? Especially because I have money.
Right, yeah.
Like
I
think-
don't see you being jobless and doing nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not that I'm like hating my shit or like not wanting to do it, but I'm just like I had this Guido come in.
Oh, fuck
straight
yeah.
Guido. He came in with his son, and I'm talking to him and shit. And he was actually a pretty cool guy. My doctor didn't like him. I liked him though. And he was like, "So what are you?" And I was like, "Blah blah blah blah." And he was like, "So ideally, like, what would you want to be?" He was like hitting me with like these philosophical
wow.
ass questions. Now it's just like
This is
I
what
lied to him and just said some shit, but I was just like, damn, like what the fuck? What the
He was
fuck?
having you second guess.
I was like, what the fuck do I want to be? And
A
I was
degenerate-
just like, damn,
A
dude.
degenerate podcaster who gets paid for making
Yeah,
racial
that's
jokes.
what I should have said. I should have said, hey,
yeah.
we don't have anything up right now, but Google this in a couple of days. Yeah,
Couple
I don't
months.
know. Yeah, in a couple of
couple
months.
years.
Give us until like June. We'll have the first episode up. But I was just like, yeah, man. Like, fuck. What do I want to do right now?
Yeah, it's crazy we've been in this place for a month already.
Yeah.
I do like it a lot. Besides
It's
the
a nice
fucking
place.
new people that are downstairs.
Yeah, I haven't met him yet. I haven't seen him like in the hallway or nothing.
I just
but
heard them fucking yelling. I was like, Jesus Christ already.
I heard that bitch tweaking last night.
Oh, you did hear that last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand who comes to an apartment just to yell at each other. Like, obviously we're not yelling at each other, but it's like, dude, if your relationship is that bad and you're now moving to a new place, maybe it's time to go your separate ways before you sign a lease with the person.
That's what I was
If day
thinking
one
too.
you're gonna be
I was
fucking
like,
yelling at
dude,
each other.
You
like-
guys have been here for like a week and you're screaming at each other at the top of your
Yeah.
lungs.
I don't understand. Well, the one night I was telling you about was fucking annoying because like they weren't even yelling; it was just music, and I was like, dude, it's 10:30. Like, why are you playing music on a fucking Tuesday? Like
10:30 on a Tuesday. What at night.
10:30 at night on a
Oh,
Tuesday. And I'm like, why
God.
the fuck? Like, I'm trying to sleep. Like, that's like around the time when I like put my phone
They're
down.
trying to turn up.
They were trying to turn
up
up, and I was
Tuesday.
like, fucking Christ. It was like, I get thirsty Thursday, but fucking turn up Tuesdays are wild.
That's insane. I wasn't aware that they were at that magnitude. Yeah.
Mhm. It was weird. I hadn't heard them all day, and then it was like 9 o'clock, and I was like, okay, they're back home, whatever. Because I hear their fan turn on in the bathroom, like
Yeah,
through
yeah,
mine,
yeah.
because it's like right on top of each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they started playing music. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, people.
Damn. So Raven, I'm gonna ask you
Mhm.
the same question that the Guido asked me.
Oh,
Realistically,
Realistically.
Realistically, give me multiple options.
Of what I want to be?
Yeah, because you definitely don't want to do what you do forever. I feel like that's not the goal.
That's not the goal. I mean,
Would you be content with that? I guess
I'd be content with it. If that's what it came down to, I think for my plan kind of in my head, realistically, is I max out in a couple years.
You looks max.
I max out benching, squatting. No. I max out like payment wise because I heard what you can make there, and it's really not terrible. That is if the fucking economy can collapse and then like our rent doesn't keep going up, because then it just won't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like realistically, I max out my salary there, and it's decent, and then I kind of see where I go from there, because like there's other things I can do that aren't as like lifting intensive. So maybe once I'm like 30, 35, then maybe I switch jobs and like still make around the same amount.
I guess that is true, because you can't be like 50 years old lifting up like 300-pound patients and shit.
Yeah, because I know people that are 50 years old and doing that, and they are not happy. Like they're complaining about like the toll it takes on them, which I mean is true. Like I fucking lifted this 500-pound chick, and even my back, with proper fucking squatting down, I still was trying to hold her fat ass up, and I was like, damn, I was like, my back fucking hurts. And I wasn't even lifting with my back. But I'd say realistically that, and just kind of seeing where it goes. I'm definitely not going back to school, because fuck that. Now, unrealistically, we get into the fun options. I've got 3.
Okay.
This works out.
Which
would be nice.
Well, that'd be nice.
We do some comedy shit, and then if we run with the underground comedy stuff, we do some like we start once we like if we can make some money from it, we start doing just some fucking crazy shit like Sam Hyde.
Sam,
yeah, doing shit like that.
That'd be sick.
That'd
be dope.
Because everyone's just getting so soft nowadays, so I feel like there is a niche audience, but no one wants to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because
Sam
besides
is
a couple,
the only one doing it.
well, yeah, and it's just like it's fucking ridiculous to me how soft the world is, but that's a different convo for another episode.
Pod.
Second would be obviously doing something with music, hopefully trying to do it locally, and then
I wonder what the third is, because
you've heard the third.
Sucking balls, sucking cock.
Licking asshole and sucking balls. No, the third option is the option that I have already said, and you shot down my idea, but with my name, which is completely fake and made up, by the way.
Bullshit. This is so stupid.
I make paintings,
and
then I convince rich people to buy the paintings for a retarded amount of money.
Yeah.
And then they have a tax write-off.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm telling you, man, there's a fucking Among Us shaped Cheeto that went for how much money? There's a banana taped to a wall.
Fucking Among Us.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm making stupid art that's dumb expensive, and then fucking have like a little niche audience of like rich people.
I could just see the value of that.
Yeah,
you know
nothing.
What I mean?
It would have to be a blow up from like a meme or something. So who knows? Maybe if the comedy thing picks up, then I try to like we have a little traction somewhere, and I just fucking throw out a shitty art piece like as a joke.
Yeah.
And get it from there. But I mean, there was a banana taped to a wall, and it sold for $120,000, and the guy that bought it ate the banana off the wall. You think he fucking cared about that money? That was probably a tax write-off for him. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Maybe that's the route that we should go, is just trying to make a super popping like meme page and just control like the youth culture and like what's relevant by just posting our meme. Like we could be like the next we can make the next like Skibbity Toilet or Baby Gronk. You know what I mean?
I don't know what either of those are, but
you
yes.
Don't know what that is?
Skippity Toilet. Baby Gronk, I feel like I've heard of. I don't know what Skippity
Baby Gronk,
Toilet.
Riz Livy done in Ohio. You're not aware of this?
Who's that?
You're not hip to this?
Mog.
I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
Me and Eastside love Baby Gronk. This shit is hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
What are your thoughts on those three?
On those
are
three?
unrealistic, but I feel like
think,
also if I put in some work, it's attainable for the first two at least.
Yeah, no.
I think it is attainable. I just gotta fucking. The problem is, someone asked me today at work. They're like, "Oh, are you in a band?" And I'm like, "No, I can't find people to set a time and practice." And also, also like being busy on the weekends. Pretty much, I would have to like. I always FaceTime my girlfriend Friday nights. So like after this, I'm gonna FaceTime her, drink some more, and play some Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But like at some point, if I can get a band and doing like Friday nights practicing, that's gonna have to stop. So it's like gonna have to be sacrificing some things. But
yeah,
I do feel like the first two are kind of attainable.
Regarding the music, I feel like that's a pretty realistic thing. I have, cause I just got paid today, so I had to figure out the funds. But like realistically, I pretty much could buy that drum set kind of like whenever.
Because if you have extra time, it's a little hobby, and you can like do that versus like
playing Tarkov.
Well, yeah. Versus that, there is. I mean, if you're not seeing your girlfriend, there is like versus playing Tarkov. There is a sense of you do feel accomplished.
That's true.
Like, I mean, like I've hit a point where I'm lazy and like learning shit, and I kind of just want to make my own shit now. But like when I was learning and actually getting stuff down, like you feel good. Like you really do feel good, and you're like, oh shit, like I'm starting to get the hang of this, and then like it becomes fun.
Yeah.
And it's not like when I was a kid and I had to play, I was forced to practice, and I hated that shit, so I stopped, and then I retaught myself everything later on, and I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel like regarding like the comedic aspect or the music aspect, like with comedy and shit, comedy and music, I feel like as long as you can like actually make something that people would enjoy, I feel like that's kind of like the entire thing. Like it doesn't really, nothing else really matters, you know what I mean? Like as far as like being able to like grasp an audience or like make people actually see what you're doing. I just feel like it would just kind of like catch on. But I feel like at this point, like you and I kind of understand that either if it's like a comedic thing or like a music thing, we know that we could do that. It's just actually doing it. Like I would love to fucking go to. I don't know if this exists in our area, but like doing like an open mic. I think,
yeah.
I think that if I sat down or me and you sat down and just like wrote a bunch of shit and one of us just went up there and did that and like recorded it, I genuinely think that people would think it's pretty funny.
Oh, I think so too. I think
we just actually have to do it.
I think honestly, that should be. We'll write that idea down and fucking like.
I think that should
rip
be so
off
funny.
some stuff because I have some like funny comedy stuff that I think things that I think are funny, but like other people won't. But I totally think we could do that. Like write shit down, find an open mic, and then just go to it. And then you're like manic enough that you would do it on stage.
For sure, that I would probably be the one doing it.
Yeah, 100%. And and I could be like your little ghostwriter. I feel like I think my problem right now is I feel stuck in a way.
Sure. For
and
sure.
I
feel
forget
like
where
there's just like not enough time to do shit.
I know. I don't know. It'd be like the Whiplash thing, where it's like I'm breaking up with you to pursue this. Like you just drop everything. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that, but I just gotta fucking not come home and just watch anime and like a TV show. Like but what I really think, and I heard it somewhere, and I forget where I heard it, but it's like you have the fear of failure, so you don't even start.
Yeah.
And it's like I know I can do it. I know the talent's there. Not saying I'm talented, but like, you know, I'm humble about it. But the fear of starting and like trying to put stuff out here. I think honestly that's why I dragged my feet fucking uploading the first episode. And I was like, I really do need to get on this shit.
We're getting deep, fellas.
Because I'm afraid of failure.
I agree with that. Yeah. I think the failure, it's like failure and like shame. You know what I mean? Like feeling ashamed of yourself for like not being able to do the thing that you thought that you would be able to do.
Right. And then it's like there's like the way of looking at it of being like, well, at least you know you gave it your all and you tried. And it's like, well, fuck, dude. If I try and gave it my all and I still failed, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Yeah, like, that's like a hard like pill to swallow, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
I was like, we're young enough to where it's like we can definitely do this through our 20s and like fucking try and get something going and doing all of this shit, this random side quest shit before we settle down and actually be like, all right, maybe we should fucking take our job seriously. But it's just starting it. It's just getting to that point.
No, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I don't want
supposed
to
to be a comedy podcast.
I
I'm sad
know.
now.
I just know that, like, I don't know. I just feel like both of us would probably be happier without the responsibilities that we hold right now. You know what I mean? Like through our jobs, like having to like be there at a certain point and like uphold a certain standard of like care and shit and like doing all of that. Just like I feel like we would just be happy if we were just like doing our own thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Like having that freedom, but at the same time, I weighed like, oh well, fuck. What if I just worked in a factory and made the same amount of money? I would still like. Not saying that I want to kill myself now because I do enjoy it. It is kind of stressful to a certain point.
Yeah.
And like it will get easier once I like really have that shit down, just because I'm so new at it. But to a certain point, it's like, well, fuck. I'm doing the same task every day in a factory, making the same money. That's so boring.
Yeah.
And the hours suck. So it's kind of like this sweet spot of being like, probably should appreciate it a little bit more if I look on the flip side of like what else would I do.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the entire reason we went to school, so we just like don't work in a factory.
Yeah. And then if you think about working in a factory, you're like, damn, it's the same thing. But I feel like 3 weeks in, once you get the hang of it, you're like, damn, this shit sucks. Like all the Amazon workers.
No, yeah.
They definitely want to kill themselves. If you didn't want to kill yourself before that,
yeah,
you're definitely going to after.
Yeah, no, that's true. My aunt used to date this Dominican dude. His name was Neftali, and he worked in a Amazon
I don't want to have sex with your
warehouse.
aunt anymore.
Dude, my aunt's fucked like all races.
Are you serious? And
Yeah,
now she's with
dude.
that big ass Navy SEAL.
Big ass Navy SEAL whose name is like Polish. Like he's like as white as you can possibly get.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, when he showed up here, I was terrified for my life. I wasn't expecting that.
He's a big ass dude.
Dude, he's like 6'5",
Usually,
6'6".
usually he's like not going that hard on me, but for some
Yo,
reason
he
when
was
he came in here,
flaming
he
you.
was like, "Why the fuck is your TV stand like that? Don't you want real furniture?" And I was like, "Dude, like,
Fuck
I could
you. It's a nice
buy-
TV stand.
I could buy everything. Like if I
Yeah.
really wanted to, I could buy everything.
But
and
it's like
just,
also-
redo it.
What's the point?
I just
like-
don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, it's like, but also it's like, who the fuck wants a nicer TV stand? That TV stand is fine. It just is missing the pegs for the shelves. What are we gonna put on the shelves? We have nothing to put on the shelves. So it's like, who the fuck? I could just throw out the shelves and then it would look shelveless, but it would probably appear better to people coming over.
Side note: I want to put shelves. I want more shelves. I think
In-
we should put shelves in the living room.
Oh yeah, we can do
I wanna
that.
put some
Get a
shelves in
little-
my room.
The movie shelves. I'm telling you, fucking Sunday, I'm gonna try to put the table together and get that a little bit more organized.
Yeah, I gotta
It's
look
just
it up.
rough.
Because I wanted to do shelves for a while, but then Esau was like, I was thinking that I needed to put the shelves through the stud or whatever, but he was like, it doesn't really matter unless you're gonna put like heavy shit up there. And I'm probably not going to, maybe in the living room, but in my room I might try to do some shelves.
That's true. I could always get Mark over. And speaking of Mark, I fucking totally forgot to ask him about the table. And now
Yeah.
I saw on Facebook he's redoing his outside deck to make it
Fuck,
bigger.
then
So
he has no time.
yeah, he's not gonna be. I mean, he probably would do it on the side, like working on it. But I know when it gets nicer out, he's gonna be doing that fucking deck. They have like an above ground pool, and so like they had this little 3 foot deep one. And then they were like, you know what? We kind of like this, just drinking, hanging outside by the pool. They bought like
Yeah.
a little bit of a bigger one, and then he just built like a half deck around the pool, just cause. Like the entire deck, he fucking built it.
He just got too much time.
And then he has, like on the fucking, I forget if I showed you or not. He has on each step to get up to the deck because it's an above ground pool, so you fucking step up to get into the pool.
yeah.
Each step has a little cutout with a resin filled like gecko on the
that's so
step.
sick.
Yeah.
That's so funny. He's so ill with it, bro. I honestly,
Right?
I feel like the goal is just to be Mark. Like, just have like retire pretty early. Just be like.
Retire pretty early.
Didn't he retire like pretty early?
No, he retired at like 70, I think.
Ah, fuck.
Like 69.
Retire
something
early. Well, 69. Yeah, retire earlier and then just like make crafts and like get fucked up at Hadzi.
like that. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
just
yeah,
kind of like
which is
what
funny
he
because
does.
the time that we saw them there, like they don't go to Hadzi like that because of Shitman.
wait,
because
because of him.
Yeah, because they know Mark is other Mark. That's his name.
Yeah,
Shitman's
yeah,
name
yeah.
is Mark. They because
don't-
they don't want to deal with him because he knows them from Black Knights before it burned down, shit like
What?
that. Yeah,
I
so
didn't know that.
that's why I was so surprised when I was like, wait, what? Why are you guys here? And yeah, it was just like by happen chance.
That's so crazy. People
But yeah,
hate
he's
shit,
really
man.
like he's really, I told you, he's like fucking real life
That's so funny.
Rick Sanchez,
Well,
because he
but, like,
just
wait.
gets drunk and just like makes shit in his garage.
He's more like Peter.
Peter.
He's I thought you were talking about Mark. No, your grandfather is like Rick, but Shitman is like Peter.
Oh, Peter Griffin.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
100%. Yeah, shitting
Peter.
and being belligerently drunk and driving home and
Yeah.
No, yeah, my grandfather is more like Rick Sanchez because he
No,
just
for
gets
sure.
drunk and makes shit in his garage all day.
That's so sick.
Oh yeah.
We should introduce him to weed. I feel like he should be.
No, he'd be
smoking
bugging
weed.
out. He bugs
You
out like
think?
me. Oh yeah, I know.
You
Because
know
he
this?
tried it. Well, because he used to like in the 70s or whatever, like back then
Yeah.
when it wasn't strong.
Just smoking swag.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
he tried it again because my other family member had a medical card and they went down to the beach, and he's like, dude, I took one hit of that and I was just in my room, my heart was racing.
What?
And I was like, yeah, me
He's
too,
just
buddy.
freaking out.
Oh yeah.
Mark is like the chillest dude I ever met. He's
Oh,
like
no,
so
yeah.
cool.
He's like me on the inside. You're fucking bugging out all the
That's
time.
so fucking funny.
But yeah, no, it was funny. Mark, we used to work in a hospital when he was younger, and he took hospital grade like cocaine or something like
What?
like he was telling me it was like liquid cocaine, and he stole it and like took it for him and his brother, and like took it from like the cabinet because they didn't have a lockdown on the meds like they do now,
Yeah.
and was telling me like I don't even know, it was like liquid cocaine or like liquid something, and he took it and they fucking were doing it. Yeah.
He fucked with that. Did he say?
I don't know if
He probably was fucking with that. To be honest.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he just stole it for his
Stupid
older
productive.
brother or
Probably
not.
finished
Oh,
like
yeah.
10 projects that night.
Yeah, fucking 10 decks.
10
Some
decks.
shit like
Yeah, he
10
probably
decks.
built 10 decks.
Mark, why? Yeah, he's like 18 in high school. He's like, Mark, why are there so many decks outside?
Jesus, dude. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what the move is.
I know what the move is.
What's the move?
We turn to crime.
I've thought about it.
Jesse.
I feel like we could probably cook meth in here and nobody would say anything.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
You think fucking what's her name across the hallway?
Malika.
Malika. You think Malika
Malika,
would say
please.
anything?
Probably
Doubt it.
not. Dude, I haven't heard shit over there in a while.
I heard people like
I don't think she's been back. I haven't seen her outside. She used to be outside all the time.
I heard people like talking in there earlier today, but like yeah, I haven't seen no Nissan Altima. I haven't seen anybody come in and out. Packages get delivered there, and then like the next time you come up, there's like nothing there.
Yeah, well, sometimes they sit out there for a while.
Sometimes they do sit out there for a while, but eventually they get scooped up. Yeah, I don't know, Malika. If you're hearing it, come over to M10. We got some. We
Ben
got
10.
some for you.
Ben 10.
There's two white men that would love to rail you.
There's one white man that
There's
would,
one white man that would love to rail you.
while the other one watches.
Yeah. We probably record it without your consent. We want to do that.
The other man would do that.
We want to do that.
Not the one watching. He just wants to watch.
He just wants to see what's going on.
He wants to see a pregnant African American woman
Have you
with a black eye.
just because we're talking about
Oh, Jesus.
talking about this, because I know like you'll be no, I guess you have, because I know like your girl's mom is real strict or whatever. Do you be smashing her up there
Oh yeah. So
while the parents are there?
we did once when her brother was there.
That doesn't count. He doesn't give a fuck about anything.
No, he's so fucking base, bro. He no. So what happens is now, like these times that I've been up there, it's nice because her brother usually every Saturday at the same time goes to his girlfriend's house,
Nice.
and then her parents go to mass, but at separate times. Her dad will kill time out doing whatever. Her mom will leave. So there's a window of like an hour usually that we're
Nice.
alone,
Nice.
and then we'll do it then. But yeah, the last time that I was up there, her brother was home playing, I think like Yu-Gi-Oh online for like money, and then I just
fucking fire.
right, and then he's we just hear him screaming, "It was a misclick! It was a misclick!" And he comes out of his room like when we were making the stakes, and he's like, "I just fucking lost because I misclicked."
Damn.
And I was like,
dude.
"God damn!" But no,
That's
yeah,
so funny.
yeah, we fuck up there.
Nice. Does it
yeah.
feel better because you know that the mom does not want you to do that in her house?
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little nerve wracking to where I'm like, oh fuck, like I feel like it's
I
less
feel like you can't come because you're so nervous.
it feels like well that, and then also like that I just need to like not get it over with because I still enjoy it, but it's also like, oh my god, when are they gonna come home? So like I'm just trying to fuck as fast as possible and like
Damn.
be done with it. So like it's less enjoyable
not
that
nice.
way, but Yeah, it still is nice knowing it that it, like it's in her
mom's
house.
crib.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say I do appreciate that I never hear you guys having sex. Sometimes I'm just not here.
Right.
But the times that I have been here, you probably definitely had sex with her, and I never heard a thing.
Really?
Which is fantastic.
That's
It's so nice.
That's actually really good to know, because last
Yeah.
weekend there was a time that it was kind of loud, and you must have just not heard. So that's nice.
I either just didn't hear it or I had my headphones on.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm not. When you're here, it's not like trying to be loud, obviously, but
Yeah. It's hard for noise not to travel.
Yeah.
The wall is right there.
You're right. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, there was one time last time that I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, fuck, sorry, dude. And you probably heard that, but no, that's good to know. Yeah, because it probably won't even be louder than that time, so.
There you go. There you have it.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't heard. Sometimes I feel like I hear talking, and then it goes silent over there.
That's probably, what's going down.
Yeah, but I don't hear anything other than that. Like, I'll just like, if I'm getting water or something, I'm like, oh, they're talking, watching a show, and then like I'll go past it, I'm like,
There's just nothing.
oh, it's silent,
It's just
and I was like,
radio
but like I go in my room, obviously, and I don't fucking hear anything, so
yeah,
it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
This is all worked out quite nicely.
it's been pretty nice. Yeah, it's always kind of stressful because I've had sex with her when you're not here,
Mm-hmm.
which is dope.
Right.
And then most of the times that we've ever had sex have been at her crib.
Oh,
and very
yeah.
like her like dad works from home,
Right.
and then like her mom like goes out to work, but like sometimes like I come over at night and they're both there or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. I think that part of me, because sometimes she's like, I heard something, and I'm like, no, you didn't. And sometimes that shit does make it more fun, just because I'm like, what's the worst that can
The
happen?
thrill of getting caught
You
by her
know,
dad.
I'm just
You want her dad to see you
like, I don't
getting
like,
your ass
I
ate.
like, don't want him to see me getting my ass ate, but at the same time, it's just kind of like I'm just so like fucking in the moment that I'm just like, I mean, you know, if he pulls up, like, yeah, it'd be pretty bad, but like we'll all have to move on.
Do they
with life.
open? Yeah. Do they open the door like that?
Sometimes they be doing that.
Oh, really?
Like I don't know. Like sometimes when she's tweaking, I'm like, nah, they wouldn't come in. Sometimes they just be coming in for real. Like the
Oh.
mom never does that, but like her dad will just like pull up sometimes. So if if
Oh, yeah,
I was gonna say his last name, if Ad came in, that would be pretty bad. But
yeah,
know.
I don't know. Like, it's as strict as her parents are, they never knock on the door, and there's no lock on her door. Like,
I think
her
you
house
told
is
me
so
that,
old,
yeah.
there's literally no lock on the door. So, yeah, as strict as they are, they don't bother her, which is kind of surprising because I'm the first guy that was ever in her room.
that's really crazy. As she was with that other person for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh, yeah,
or
he would never come to the
something.
house.
That's
Yeah,
so
when you're a bum
crazy.
like that, I mean, you know, fucking.
That's true. When you're so beta.
Yeah.
When you're so
When your
beta.
dick is so small that you just don't come into the house, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Damn. Do you think that she will move down here?
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
think
yeah.
so?
Oh, yeah, she will. That's the plan once she's done with school. She'll come down here in a heartbeat. She doesn't want to be in Hazleton the rest of her life.
Huh. Well, wasn't she trying to make you move up there or some shit?
Yeah, because I had said, I was like, oh, like, maybe if I can afford it, if you're going to school, blah, blah, blah. But I was just like, it's not realistic. And also, I'm not going to leave you hanging like that. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. And then she got over it. And then, yeah, now, like, the plan is when she's done with school, as soon as she graduates, she's coming down here to find a job.
That's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy. Because, I mean, like, I've literally basically done the same thing where, like, I, like, have, like, lived somewhere my whole life and then just, like, left or whatever. But it's insane that she's willing to do that.
Yeah, I mean, all of her friends are pretty fucking retarded. So it's
No,
kind of like,
yeah.
she's not missing anything out there. Her mom sucks. Her
That's
dad
true.
hopefully will retire and, like, probably move somewhere else.
That is true.
So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, at least from her one friend that I have met,
hmm.
if the rest of them are like that,
Oh, dude, they're even worse.
oh, Jesus.
They're even worse. There's two annoying ones that go to Penn State, Maine.
The ones
like
that do
State
coke or
College.
whatever?
Yeah, the ones that I was making fun of.
Yeah.
The other one is like super anxious. The one that we would go over to her house and like drink all the time in her garage, but like she's just like kind of weird. And then the other one is a giant whore, and that's the one that's going to be a nurse, fittingly.
Yeah.
In South Carolina, but she comes up and drives back up to Hazleton all the time. And yeah, there's like she's got like no decent friends up there. It's just the one that that she's been friends with the longest, and the one that we go over to drink.
And she like the one moved to like Carolina or whatever, North Carolina.
Yeah, they weren't friends with her for a while. Like it's like really the other two.
No, I'm talking about Faith.
They've been friends.
Didn't she move?
Oh, dude, no, she fucking.
She didn't go.
Oh, I gotta update you on that. Oh yeah,
that's
dude.
so sick. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, it's fucking hilarious.
Dude, she was talking so much shit that night.
Oh, I know.
She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave, and me and Dario are gonna be over."
Speak of the devil.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, she didn't fucking go because then her parents apparently last thing I heard was that her dad took a job in Virginia, got a house, or they're going to get a house down there, and her parents, she's basically going to be left alone in Hazleton. And they need her to watch the house. Yeah, it's a weird thing. And then yeah, of course she's all being like, "Oh, I'm going to save this boat." I'm like, "Dude, you guys are so fucking stupid." He knows about the other one because the one that went to North Carolina, she broke it off with this crazy guy, the one that was like I was showing you that was like broke into the other guy's house and all that shit.
Yeah.
He started texting Dario and said she fucked this other guy, which was like their other friend. So yeah, like it just became like this whole thing, and he's like, "You had sex with blah blah blah," and then he started blaming himself, and he's like, why would I let you do this? Why did it come to this point? So they're still together. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's so crazy.
You know what's crazy? They have been together for 6 years. She lost her virginity to him, and she's at 3 bodies now. That entire time. So can you imagine being with someone for 6 years and you have sex with 2 other people and other stuff too with like other people? Like you're just fucking. It's a wreck. I'm just like, holy fuck.
I'm talking about the dick sucked.
Yeah,
you know
it's crazy. It's so crazy.
No, yeah, that's yeah.
It is truly insane. I don't know what's in the water up there, but yeah, Meg's definitely got to move down here soon.
Yeah, and like Faith is she's pretty mid. Right. I'll tell you. Dario, we're just putting these people on bus.
Yeah.
I only met Dario one time, and like he definitely is short and Italian or whatever, but if he moved out of his parents' crib, it sounds like he makes some pretty good bread. He got a nice little like video game collection. He smokes weed and shit.
Yeah.
He could probably get a badder bitch. So I don't really like. Obviously, he's being like a kind of like a simp ass.
Yeah.
Ass boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I just feel like he could totally get some badder bitches. Probably like have better like life experiences and just like.
There was like something with some other chick that like he was buying weed off of that she was jealous of and all this shit. Like it's such a crazy mess to me that I'm just like, you guys really doing this? Like just fucking be done with it. Like holy shit. But that's besides the point. On a rant, we hit our time. This probably won't be uploaded until next year.
We'll see you in 2025.
Retard.
Yeah, it's current.